So, this is Arel, a kid living in a world where everyone gets a class that defines their life. It's like destiny meets job assignment. You turn 10, the church scans your forehead, and boom, your past decided. Arel just turned 10, and while his parents and sister are buzzing with excitement, he's sitting there like he's just going through the motions. Breakfast first, destiny later. They all head to the church, where a priest is giving out classes one by one. Some kids become blacksmiths, others chefs. Everyone's clapping and cheering. It's a whole ceremony. Arel's sister reminds him that classes often run in families. Their mom's a sword saint, their dad's an archmage, so expectations are sky high. When Arel's turn comes, the room goes quiet. The priest puts his hand on his forehead, and nothing happens. No light, no divine glow, just confusion. The priest tries again, but still nothing. Finally, he looks down and says it. Arel has no class. The crowd's stunned. His family's crushed, but they try to act positive, telling him he'll be fine. Basically, don't worry, son. We'll take care of you forever. But Arel doesn't want pity. He's been training since he was a kid. His mom's a master swordswoman, and he's been learning directly from her. Sure, having the swordsman class would have helped, but he believes effort can still win. Later, he heads to the training grounds and finds two guys sparring. They've both got the swordsman class, but their moves are sloppy. Still, that class boost makes them stronger than regular people. They see Arel watching and mock him for showing up without a class. Arel says he came to train. They laugh. He challenges them to a duel. They accept, mostly to humiliate him. Before they start, one asks if he has divine protection, a kind of natural shield everyone's born with. Arel nods, but tells them he doesn't even need it. That sets them off. The first guy rushes in. Arel parries every attack easily. The second jumps in too, and Arel dodges both, counters, and knocks them down in seconds. It's not even close. Then, a red-haired boy walks in, confident, serious, and clearly stronger than the other two. He tells them to quit whining and steps up to challenge Arel himself. Turns out, he's the son of Captain Evans, the leader of the village guards. He's sick of everyone praising Arel's mom as the best swordsman around and wants to prove his family's strength instead. So, he challenges Arel to a proper duel. The fight starts, and it's way faster than before. Both move with precision, blades flashing. Arel's defense is solid, but the red-haired kid's attacks are powerful and aggressive. Still, Arel notices his opponent's anger is making him sloppy. He waits for an opening, but before he can strike, the redhead jumps and launches two aerial slashes in a row. Arel blocks one, but the second hits his chest and knocks him down. The rival smirks, saying it's a skill only people with a class can use. A few days later, Arel's deep in the forest, practicing non-stop. He's determined to master that move himself. After endless tries, he finally pulls it off, the twin slash. Right then, a goblin jumps him. Arel reacts instantly, using his new move to take it down. He's feeling good, until a roar echoes through the forest, deep, heavy, and close. He's about to run for help, but hears someone shouting in the distance. It's the red air boy. Arel hesitates, then runs toward the sound. He finds the kid badly injured, bleeding, and cornered by a massive hobgoblin. The monster's towering over him, ready to finish him off. Arel knows if he runs for guards, it'll be too late. So he grips his sword, circles behind the hobgoblin, and strikes with his twin slash, slicing straight through it. The creature drops instantly, the redhead stunned, not just because he's alive, but because Arel used the same move he thought only class swordsmen could perform. Arel helps him up, gives him some healing water, and explains that his technique came from training, not divine power. Anyone with enough practice and control could do it. The redhead doesn't buy it, so he challenges Arel again. They face off, both launching their twin slashes. But this time, Arel adds a third. His strike breaks through, knocking the redhead to the ground. He's shocked, furious even, but Arel just tells him that having no class means he's not bound by its limits. He can grow however far his skill allows. They go again, same result. Arel wins clean. The classless kid beats the captain's son and walks away, proving that sometimes effort really can outdo divine blessings. 5 entire years have passed since that day, and now Arel finally decides to set off on a journey to Brea, the kingdom everyone talks about when it comes to swordsmanship. It's not random. Both his mom and Captain Evans train there, and Arel has this goal of becoming the absolute best, just like them. On the road, he isn't traveling solo. He's got some company, a couple of strangers, both high-level swordsmen. The guy's your stereotypical barbarian class, all brawn and attitude, while the woman specializes in dual wielding, fast and precise. Naturally, they can't get along at all. Every few minutes, it's like they're ready to start a duel, just over petty stuff. Even the car driver is fed up, trying to calm them down, saying they're all headed to the same place. But the guy's got a problem with women, insisting she should head back to the kitchen, which, not great. Before their argument can spiral even further, the driver suddenly yells at them to grab their swords. Trouble is coming. And it's not subtle. Arel looks up calmly and sees what's waiting for them. A horde of orcs, plus a huge, terrifying leader, blocking the path completely with zero intention of letting anyone pass alive. Two kids in the cart start panicking, begging the barbarian to save them. And of course, the guy proves he lives up to his reputation. He's not only a jerk, but also a total coward. He shouts that he's not risking his life for anyone and jumps off the cart, running away. The woman doesn't hesitate. She follows him, coldly remarking that everyone has to survive on their own in this world. The cart driver's freaking out now. Can he even escape with the kids and the cart while being chased by a horde of orcs? But Arel? He just hops down from the cart without saying a word and starts walking straight toward the monsters. The driver screams at him to back off, to run, but Arel ignores him. Without missing a beat, he charges at the first orc and stabs it straight in the heart. The driver's jaw drops at the speed and precision of the attack. But Arel doesn't stop. He's teleporting around, appearing in front of one orc, then the next, cutting them down in a blink. Things get tricky when he's surrounded on all sides. No more instant dashing. He's got orcs on every angle. But Arel doesn't panic. He activates the legendary blade dance, spinning like a whirlwind, hacking down everyone at once. The car driver is completely confused. Blade dance is supposed to be a skill exclusive to the female sword princess class. But Arel? He doesn't care about rules or gender norms. He's out here redefining what a swordsman can be. Then it's the orc leader. Arel dodges every attack with incredible agility, leaps onto the massive creature, and drives his sword deep into its skull, killing it instantly. Calmly, he returns to the cart, tells the driver to continue toward Brea, and when asked what class he belongs to, he simply says, none. Everyone's stunned. Flashback time. 5 years ago, Arel had shown his mom a new twin blade skill he learned. She thought she was imagining things. But when he explained that he can copy any skill he sees, she's over the moon. She promises to teach him every skill from the Sword Princess class. Back in the present, the driver wakes Arel as they finally reach Bresta, the fabled city of swords. Arel hops down and immediately notices the city center is packed with people, all with swords strapped to their waists. He turns to the driver and asks if he's a skilled swordsman. The driver tries to play it off as just being a car driver, but Arel knows better. Only a skilled swordsman could move like that. The driver sighs and admits he's a holy knight, a strong class, but bored of fighting constantly, which is why he sometimes pretends to be ordinary. The driver warns Arel to find a guild. Without one, he can't participate in any tournaments. In Bresta, fighting in tournaments is how swordsmen prove themselves and make money. Arel doesn't care about the money. He wants to fight the strongest opponent in the city. The driver also warns him to avoid corrupt guilds, which can ruin people in ways that aren't even fun. Then he leaves, and Arel steps into the city. Everywhere he looks, swordsmen are advertising their guilds, recruiting members, or lining up for trials. On his way, he bumps into a blonde lowly, a guild member who immediately clings to him like glue. She's desperate for new recruits and wants him to join her guild. Arel, noticing her desperation, politely declines. She begrudgingly admits that Shadowblade is currently one of the strongest guilds, boasting 8 different swordsman classes. Arel asks for directions and heads straight there. When he arrives, he's met with a long line of hopeful swordsmen ready to try their luck. Arel tries to register, but the receptionist laughs at him, calling him a classless loser, saying only advanced class swordsmen can take the trials. He insists he can pass, but she refuses. Disappointed, he turns away, but sees 3 top-ranked swordsmen entering, treated like celebrities. He doesn't care about the theatrics and continues to approach other guilds. One by one, all reject him for being classless. Exhausted, Arel consults a letter from his mom, hoping her old guild will help. Before he can even read it, the blonde lowly returns, begging him to join Dragonfang, her guild. She explains that the guild used to be one of the strongest but has fallen on hard times, and she wants to restore it. The name rings a bell. Arel remembers his mom mentioning the guild leader and the dual-wield special move that inspired the name. The letter confirms it, and Arel agrees to join, making the lowly ecstatic. Inside the guild hall, they find an old, one-armed drunk man on a couch. He dismisses Arel, claiming the guild is doomed. The lowly explains he's her father, once the city's second-best swordsman. Despite this, Arel calmly says he wants to join. The lowly drafts an agreement. Arel signs it, leaving the class column blank. The father freaks out, assuming Arel must be an advanced class swordsman. Before he can react further, a red-haired swordwoman, Ree, storms in. The lowly cries, saying the classless idiot tricked her into recruiting Arel. Ree recognizes him. Turns out they trained together in the same village. Arel is shocked to realize the boy he fought before was actually a girl. Ree immediately challenges him. She attacks with twin slashes, but Arel's ready to counter. To his surprise, her strikes blast through his defenses. Ree reveals she's a power swordsman, able to wield a sword 5 times heavier than normal, giving her immense strength while maintaining speed. Impressive, but Arel's speed surpasses that. He creates afterimages to distract her, striking from behind. Ree tries again, but he's always one step ahead. Seeing that normal attacks won't work, Arel uses his mother's signature counter, bringing Ree to her knees. Defeated, her attitude shifts. She accepts him to the guild. Dragon Fong is deep in debt, and to recover, they plan to enter tournaments, facing 5-member guilds as a 3-person team. Arel is thrilled, fighting strong opponents, testing his skills, and pushing his limits. That's exactly what he's here for. But that's where the video ends. Don't forget to use some fire magic on the subscribe button and some water magic on the like button. Peace out.